Hey y'all, it's Kim again. I am back to go over the pages in our Simple 6-Pack class. When you get through with this supply kit, if you order that from our website, you will end up with all the supplies to make these 6 pages, which will give you 3 really cute double page layouts. So the first one I want to talk about is the one we've made with our Florida Citrus collection. We have actually used our print quadrant paper as a background sheet, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy tip on how to make it look so cute like this. But I want to go over some of the other pieces on here first for you, okay? I'd like to start with our accordion tag. In your class supply kit, it looks like this, or if you've purchased these from us before, these are what our accordion tags look like. And our cards for Keep Class and some of our other ones, we actually fold them on the scored lines so they will stand up, and they make the perfect accordion tag gift card holder. You make a pocket on the end to slide a gift card in and then add your pictures. But originally, when I was designing this die to make those accordion tags, I went back to change the size on it to make sure that it would fit perfectly on a 12 by 12 layout. So usually I would put one on one page and one on the other, okay? If you do that on a double page spread, 2 tags with 4 spots each, that gives you a spot just like that to mat 8 photos, okay? So in my personal books, when I usually have 2 accordion tags across the bottom, that means I have a lot of the same kind of picture, that I don't want to leave one out, but I also don't need it to be the highlight or the focus of the page. Example, Christmas morning. I only have one kid, y'all. You know, you've heard me talk about Keller. So when Keller's opening Christmas presents, it's the same cheesy grin, just holding up a different gift. So if I do this, I can get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pictures Christmas morning, just like that. It also keeps me out of trouble from leaving out a particular present, you know, in case one of my relatives is looking at my book and said, well, where's the gift I gave Keller? That way, you can see them all. 8 pictures right across the bottom, leaving room for more focal pictures, or focal point photos, I should say, to go elsewhere. Another way I use these a lot are in his sports layouts. Baseball, y'all, oh my word, Keller played the outfield, center field. You know how boring those pictures are? They're all a kid holding a glove looking up at the sky. That's all I got. Easy way to put them across on an accordion tag. All right, on this page, I mixed it up just a little bit. I didn't want 8 photos going across here, so I cut the accordion tag in half and put 2 panels on each page. I really like doing that. It works out so great. This side, this is usually the size picture that's going on these accordion tags, so make a note of it. 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches is the size photo you want, or if you're making a card with it, you would make your print paper that size. Round the corners, and it just looks perfect sitting on this panel of this accordion tag. But look over here. I didn't want to do 2 small pictures. I've shown you how you can take a 4 by 6 and make it work on here. It was 4 by 6, and I cut 1 inch off the top. I had another inch of pool water going right there. So I took it down to a 3 by 6, rounded the corners, and look how cute that looks. All right, so if you want to use bigger pictures or 8 smaller ones, if you have 2 tags or 4 smaller ones on here, it's going to work. That's part of the beauty of our layouts too. We show you an idea of how it could go together, but that's just a suggestion. Your photos are what's going to determine how many pictures or how many places you need on your page. So if you have 2 more pictures than me, put a smaller one here and don't put that there, all right? And put another picture here, or leave this here and add another photo in one of these blocks. Lots of ways you can do it. Accordion tag gives you lots more options. All right, the other pieces that are on here, if you see all of these circle pieces going, y'all, I love circles, but I hate circle cutters. So I've designed groupings of dies that do all the work for us. And these little pieces we're working on this page are called our mini stackers. It's a little easier if I show them to you in a pack. This is how we sell them. This is our Alicia's Beach House collection. So there's 3 little circles in here. We also offer them in square. These sizes are made to stack on top of each other. That's why we call them stackers. We also have them in big sizes, okay? So that's what they look like if you purchase them from us. But look how fun it is. If your work is done and all these pieces are cut, you just mix and match. So here I've got the little striped one and the little polka dot one on top, and they serve the perfect base for our Quote It Fast quotes. If you haven't worked with these before, please know how simple they are. You punch them out with your circle punches. That's how I sized them to make sure it would work so easy for you. The big ones, that's a 2-inch punch. These little guys, you need a 1-inch or a 1 1/4. Okay, I use a 1 1/4 so I get every bit of that circle. But if you own a 1-inch, you will just lose part of that outer ring of color, but you will not lose any of the words or the little symbols, okay? See how cute that is? Takes a minute. Let's look up here. Big stacker. Stacker on top of it. Another quote. Y'all, it doesn't get any easier when all your pieces are cut for you. Here, I took the little mini stacker and I cut it in half. See, it was this piece. I cut it in half. You can just snip that with your scissors. It doesn't even matter if it's straight because you're going to tuck it in behind the journal card. But then it makes that piece look way big. Add a little quote on top. So cute. Now, do you see this one? I cut this one in half and put half here and half here. Besides looking cute, y'all want to know something? If you've had me in the classroom before, you've heard me say this. I love to hide things with these, okay? This page, I don't even remember what was under there, but I dang sure know what was under here. You know what was right here? You can see a piece of it right there. It's Keller's arm, okay? I didn't want to crop it off and cut Sophia in half, so I just used that stacker to hide something I didn't want back there, okay? Great tip. It looks cute, but it keeps you from having to crop photos or resize them in any way. So all of those pieces are pre-done for you. These two guys are titles that I pulled out of our tag and title sheet, okay? So easy. All right, y'all, one other little embellishing tip on here. Let's talk about this little knot that I did with the ribbons through the accordion tag. I love this little trick. It's so easy. If you'll take the ribbon in your kit and just cut it in half, I've got orange polka dot here. This kit had yellow. I'm not sure what color you have in your supply kit or what you're using at home, but just cut that piece in half so you'll have 2 sections like this, and take and tie a loose knot in the center, okay? Doesn't matter what it looks like, if it's ugly, if it's pretty, if it's even on either side, doesn't matter. Just a loose knot. And I'm going to show you with this whole tag, okay? And you take and pinch the tails together, and you take them down through the tag. Y'all, do you see what I've done? The tails are on the back side, the knot's on the top. Lay it flat for a minute, and then here's a highly technical term for you. I want you to smush it, okay? Just smush that knot down. Once you do that, this tag will decide where it wants to lay. Those pieces will stay in place. It needs no adhesive. That's what is so awesome. So because you're not tying it around the hole, there's no chance of you ripping this apart. I know I'm not the only one that's made really pretty decorative tags and went to put them in my book and tied something on and ripped right through it. Here's the other part. This tag will always this knot will always let your tag lay flat in your book. Look at it here. They have smushed themselves and found where they want to be, trimmed the edges off a little bit, but there's no adhesive under that, and it's laying down flat. If you tie ribbon around the edges of tags, a lot of times it'll make it poof up and stand up like this. This will always lay down flat in your book, okay? Hope you like that little trick. Use that again and again, and you don't even have to say you learned it from me. All right, I hope you like the details of this page, but now to my favorite part. Let's talk about the background sheets. I said we were using our quadrant paper, okay? See how crazy busy this is? And look how cute it is on the back with the solid sides, all right? Back many moons ago at a scrapbook store where I used to teach, we used to teach color blocking classes, and this is what we would teach people to do, to cut 6 by 6 squares of paper and place them over another 12 by 12. Then we would say, oh, get something decorative, preferably round in the middle. 1 picture, 2, 3, 4. Put a title on this. Can you see it better like that? Put a title on that, and all of a sudden, you've created a color blocking page. Well, With my quadrant paper, I've already done it for you. It doesn't get any easier, right, to have a background sheet here. It's all color blocked for you. But if you want to make it a little more interesting, can you see what I've done here? You can see the 6x6 squares peeking under there. So how did I get a skinny piece and a skinny piece here? Well, I'm going to take and cut 3 inches off right here. And then I'm not cutting my white strip off. I'm going to take this and move it to the other side. Look how easy this is. Get my pages out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. All right, so I need to measure a 3-inch piece. Do not count the white in your 3 inches and then cut it off. I like to keep the bigger piece up on my trimmer though. And if you do it this way, since we're not cutting the white off, then you don't have to worry about if you've calculated that in your measurement or not. So measure it at 9. So 9 is right here. And put that down and cut. This is 3 because that's 9, and 9 plus 3 equals 12. All right, so do you see what I've done? Now here's my sheet. I cut this off, and I am going to take this up here and use that white strip to glue that down and create a new 12 by 12 page. Y'all, isn't that crazy, crazy easy? I love it. But if you notice, I got even crazier. I flipped it to the print side. Isn't that cute? Look at the new background. Now do you see it? Do it on the other page and you're set. Now let's go back and look at this. By doing this with quadrant paper, it moved a border to the top. Wow. Holding it backwards, sorry y'all. It moved a border to the top, gave us a border at the bottom, and then gave us 2 6x6 mats to work with. 6x6 mats, y'all, are the most versatile size there is, I think, because a horizontal picture or a vertical picture is gonna fit just perfectly in there. It fits edge to edge, so it looks like you've just done some decorative trimming, okay? If you needed to crop these pictures down, a round photo would look good there. This would look good cut down and centered in the middle. You could do 2 little pictures in a 6x6 mat, whatever you wanna do. I got lucky that all of these could stay 4x6. I have 1 vertical, 3 horizontal, and again, I use the mini stacker to cover up Keller's arm there. Do you see how quick and easy it is? Pick your products so that they do the work for you, like pre-cut pieces, mini stackers, like Quote It Fast to make the little circles, and like quadrant paper to do fun backgrounds with just a single cut. Y'all, I hope you like that page. Come back to the next segment and we'll do the next one.